Today we're doing some air quality testing aboard Calypso.
Then they tell you what the levels are like in each room.
Then we'll be dealing with some standard boat problems.
They sent me the same piece of junk the last ones did.
We have Jason Pinko here today.
Hello everybody, I'm Jason.
Before our rigger comes aboard, you're gonna love this.
I teach at the Chapman School of Seamanship.
Flemish eye?
A Flemish eye. Non-load bearing.
That's good.
Get ready for a class from one of the industry's best sailboat riggers. Let's do this.
Thumb screw could have been a little bit loose.
Welcome to Lazy Gecko Sailing. Looking for something exciting, free, and real? If so, you found the right place. Meet Calypso, our floating home.
It's not working.
We're sailing her all over and taking you for the ride. Please click on subscribe so you don't miss any of the fun.
The hour is up. It's time.
Yes, every boat has a little bit of mold on it, and we've had little spouts here and there, and we just kind of wipe it with some white vinegar, and it's under control. But we thought, okay, we're stopped, let's just check it out. So we ordered a little kit from Amazon. Aminolytics.com is the one. And what they did is they sent us some little trays right here. Here's my little tray. You set it out for an hour. The theory is if there's mold in the air, it lands right here and then it'll spurt. Well, if you want to test it at home, we would put it in a dark area for about 5 days, and then we go through the process. They give instructions of testing it. Or you can send it off to the lab. Since we aren't pros, we're going to send it off to the lab and see what they come back with. So we set our timer for an hour, and our timer just went off. So we're going to collect them all.
That's Reese's room one, right? Yeah.
Yep. Slap it on the bottom. Put the lid on. What one did you do second?
And then our room. Never mind all the laundry.
I take it we're the master.
Yep.
I wonder if I was gonna write something funny so people will look at it and be like,
Yeah,
like
right.
the head.
Right, the head.
Be like, what is that?
There you go.
What'd you do next?
The bathroom.
The head.
And then we'll send this out. Takes a couple days, obviously, for the mold to grow, if there's any. And then they tell you what the levels are, like in each room. They're okay, it's not a big deal, or if it's, you know, health. I'd say that room over there.
Yeah.
Or if it's health, like, you know,
Yeah.
if it can affect your health.
Look, I prepped for breakfast. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry.
How about the sail situation? We're replacing our Genoa halyard, so that's the Genoa's home right now, along with our dehumidifier.
Yeah. That helps, by the way.
And then the salon.
With the recent mold outbreak, we just wanted to make sure we have good air quality aboard.
Okay, and then you think I seal them with these?
I'd put one on each end.
Like this?
Yeah, so it goes all the way around it.
Kind of neat.
Yeah, you get a good idea of the air quality inside your boat. Nice.
You get it? Oh no, what?
They sent me this. They sent me the same piece of junk the last ones did.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
lovely.
my gosh. You got a new toilet seat.
Doing a great job there, honey. Yeah, it's just a piss poor design. Should just simply have a screw on top, goes in, not in the bottom. Not this big shit where you can't tighten it from top.
Oh my gosh. Did you order it from a different place?
Defender.
Oh, come
And
on.
it doesn't even do the. It's not even right. Like, I'm ordering a Raritan toilet seat. It says Raritan on it. It has like the slow movement closing. This, every single time, and the pictures, everything says Raritan toilet seat. This is the one. Factory. It's a Bemis toilet seat.
Oh my gosh.
It's ridiculous that they keep on sending me this crap. And they didn't send me another piece. I paid for it. They shouldn't send it. So once again, I get to return it.
Oh, come on. I think you should just give up and replace the screws. That's the part that we're having trouble with.
Yeah, but I don't want this crappy Bemis toilet seat. I want like a good Raritan toilet seat on there.
We have a good one. Just replace the screws.
Oh, I don't have. Well, I mean, I can try to find that type of thing, but
How'd the grill work out?
the grill is wonderful. I replaced 2 of the 3. They didn't send a 3rd one. They're supposed to, but they didn't. And then I replaced the little radiator thing, the whatever radiant thing.
We really aren't sure why marine parts are so difficult to get sometimes, but they are. That's okay though.
You know, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. All right, well this is what is going back.
That's great.
Yeah.
We have Jason Pinko here today from,
Ormond Beach, Florida.
yes, Ormond Beach, Florida. He came to the Lazy Gecko about 5 years ago and did our rigging. Did a great job.
My name is Jason Pinko. Let's talk about cycles. Exactly what to look for on stainless fittings.
I never thought that I would be up the mast. I feel safe with Jason.
Now that we're back in the area, we decided to give him a call. We have had some halyards start to fail. Some things need to be replaced and rerun and all that good stuff. He has a better idea of what's going on, so I'll throw him over here in the mix.
Hello everybody, I'm Jason. Today we're working with the Lazy Geckos. Put some fresh halyards in, need some fresh rope on the boat. Keep in mind, rope is rope until it has a purpose. In this specific case, we are replacing hoisting halyard. So today I will be picking out the best halyard on the vessel to go aloft. And we can slowly start swapping them out using a pretty simple technique. Fastening old halyard to new halyard, rerunning it through the mast, and in this specific boat we have to run the halyards through the deck and underneath to the winch station right here at the helm station. So today will be a fun day. We're gonna get started.
Yes, I'm ready to do it. I'm excited. The sail's been in my 3rd cabin for weeks now and I'm ready for it to leave. Sorry. So I've been looking forward to Jason coming.
Are you happy to get rid of this stuff?
I am.
We've
Oh my
had the
gosh.
halyards in here. These are expensive, so we don't want to leave them outside. But we have the halyards in here and the sail. These are double braid Dyneema lines. Apparently these are the best ones. When we're doing this, we're going to replace all 3 of the head sail halyards, so since we're up there. So we're just going to do the screecher, the genoa, and the spinnaker. And after we get done today, baby, you're going to be happy because we'll be able to get the sail out of there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Alright, I'm going up. The red one will be the screecher, which is this right here. That's our screecher on the deck. And then we have 170 feet on each side. One is the genoa and one is for the spinnaker.
Spinnaker.
Yeah.
What kind of lines are they?
Those are double braid Dyneema lines. He knows more about that than I do.
I'm not sure the exact brand of these. New England?
Oh, it's New England, yeah.
New England, yeah, that looks like New England's trademark.
Are they good?
Yes, New England is a great company. I deal with them quite a bit. I do use New England a lot.
Jason, have you done any sailing? Have you gone, like, do you sail?
Yes, but not in quite a while. Haven't been out on the water much ourselves, but yes, I do need to go out and take a break myself sometime.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about that school that you teach at?
Yes, I teach at the Chapman School of Seamanship in Stuart, Florida. I am the instructor for the rigging class specifically. I spend 3 days with the students and teach the survey hopefuls how to inspect rigging of a sailboat once they get into their surveyorships. So it's a great class. Get to meet a lot of nice, amazing people, mostly marine related or something to that fashion that want to be. And we do have a lot of fun.
It's pretty cool.
I took the course myself when I was right before I became a surveyor. And 6 years later, I'm now teaching my part of the class. So
That's
it was
cool.
a great experience.
Full circle.
Damn straight. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you, Chapman.
So what do we got going on here? We're working on the screecher?
Yep, I'm currently working on the screecher.
Our Genoa halyard recently broke and slipped into the mast, so we figured we'd ask Jason to help get that rerun and replace the screecher and spinnaker halyards at the same time. We'll start with the screecher. Jason is a wealth of knowledge and it's amazing to watch him work. Not only does he do great work, he also teaches you how to do it along the way.
What are you doing there?
I'm just doing a splice real quick so we have permanent ways to pull the actual line through, not just a string on the end like your old ones.
Oh,
Oh, cool. Pretty quick at that.
This is not a load-bearing splice per se. This is just to pull the line through.
Oh, wow. Wow. That was really neat.
This is just to pull the
Yeah.
line back through.
So we made that splice to put the little line through to pull the line all the way through.
Correct.
Okay.
Focus on that for a second, and I'm going to show you what came out. And this is what came out, the old way to pull, another method to do it.
Oh, wow.
But as the thread is really old, and I'd hate to lose your halyard inside of the mast.
Yeah, yours looks much better.
Now we just need to run the line through the boat.
This is how we're going to pull the actual line back through the boat and into the cockpit. The actual line runs through the vessel, down underneath. There's a channel here with turning blocks and another set of turning blocks below. So I'm just going to pull that red line back into the cockpit now. And there we go.
Perfect.
The line is back to the electric winch, so I now have something to go up on.
Ties a little safety on so he doesn't lose the end of it down below. Smart.
Now going to the Genoa halyard that we have to totally replace. Once again, old string style.
So is that a new way that they came up with the way that you did it, or is there just two separate ways?
I just think mine looks prettier.
It does look much prettier.
You know, on a yacht like yours, aesthetics are everything. I'm just gonna pull it forward.
Okay. He's going forward and he's gonna pull it and I'm gonna feed it down into the clutch. It's nice having Jason here because he really knows what he's doing. It allows us to stand back and film and just help where he needs help. Easy.
Yeah, let that go. That's what he wants. So you're gonna keep feeding this out.
Oh.
Where'd the halyard go, honey?
Oh.
What'd you do?
He did tie a safety off over there,
Oh yeah.
so that's cool.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome.
It's almost like he's done this before.
I know. This looks like fun. What are you gonna do with the old lines? Anything?
Let's see if Jason wants them. You want them, Jason? We had a whole crap ton on board. We just took them to Sailors Exchange.
They gave us nothing for.
Well, they gave us $100 for a whole bunch of stuff.
We tried to find somebody to give them to, but
Yeah,
nobody wanted
nobody wants them.
them. No.
In this case, these would be a lot of overkill for smaller boats. Your mast is what, 63 above water?
62.
Oh,
62.5 or something above water, so yep. I can see 3 or 4 boats they might work on in the area.
Can
Just
go
go
around.
leave them next to the boat on the dock at night. How's that sound?
Yeah,
Free.
that's a great idea. I was
just
doing that
leave
with
it.
all of our junk.
Perfect. So he's gonna go up on the red halyard now and he's gonna take the dead end with him.
So I'm gonna need some seizing wire, a pair of pliers and stuff. Make a quick trip to my truck. I'll be right back.
They finally got it right, huh?
You got it right.
While Jason heads to his truck, we'll jump to some good news. Somebody is finally happy.
I emailed them and they kept sending me a Bemis lid. And I was like, no, I want a Raritan lid. They were like, oh, well, here you go, here's no Bemis. So I guess these are probably more expensive. They charge more. It doesn't have that little, I might have, I don't know. Yeah, slowly, whatever. But anyway, I kind of got with Defender. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna take the Bemis, get the Raritan, because it doesn't fit right. And they sent me the Raritan.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
I'll sit my butt on there.
There'll be a lot of nice times on this.
Check it out.
Oh, very nice. Beautiful job, honey. Let me try it out.
Okay.
Ah, got ya.
I thought you were. Watch this. Drop the lid. What? That's
Oh,
pretty.
yeah.
That's really slow. You can push it a little further than that. That's like.
That's very
That will
nice.
not slam. It'll take 45 minutes for it to close completely.
All right, I'll be back.
Oh, there it
Good
goes.
job, babe. Thank
There
you.
it goes. There it goes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 2.
That's a serious.
One.
That's like no joke when they talk about being slow closing, right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. That took that was a way ridiculous time frame to get a toilet seat.
Yeah, I
But
think it took like 6 weeks.
yeah, nice.
Yep.
Well, there's our hurricane season update.
Yeah, that's what we do during hurricane season. We
Wait 6 weeks for a toilet seat.
and we take 3 increments of filming just to get it done.
Jason's back. He's going to use the new halyard to go up the mast and rerun our Genoa halyard, which slipped into the mast when it broke.
Using this right here, just to explain real quick, it's just dead weight.
Look at that.
Just dead weight to get the string down. And then getting it into the hole, you push tight on the nuts. And then when you ease off, it drops over the sheave and falls as straight down as possible. And then I'm gonna ask you guys to fish out of the exit just using the hook.
Watching a pro rigger get ready to go up the mast is pretty cool. Last time he was here, he used a sweet, self-climbing rig to ascend, but this time, we'll use Calypso's electric winch to pull him up.
I have my season wire cutters, safety gear out the yin yang.
There you go.
Thank you much. Going up. No hurry. Flipping in at the next higher point.
Now he'll feed the black line through the mast by dropping the weights.
Big guy hit bottom right there.
Hey, where did you hear that? Like down here or up there?
Like here.
Do you see it in there?
I couldn't find it, so Jeremiah to the rescue.
All right.
Feel fair? Yeah.
Looks good to me.
I'm gonna leave that just like that. Going up.
Going up. That was a hard little thing to fish out.
Yeah, it was.
I thought it'd be easier than that.
Yeah, I thought it was in a conduit or something, but it was just hiding. There is a conduit over there for wires. It's like a rectangle one all the way down, and there's 2 edges on the back, and it was on the edge on the back.
Watch your head, line coming down.
All right. Look how shit that is.
Mm-hmm.
It was time to replace these, huh?
I agree. Coming down. Nice and strong.
Yes, nice.
He's lucky. I go much faster.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's why I'm always banging in the mast and crap.
On deck.
A Flemish eye?
A Flemish eye. Non-load bearing eye. Just to decoratively and make the end serviceable in the respect of just pulling the line through something other, through a mast in this case. End of core. Finding the right thread, sliding your fid through. Once again, non-load bearing. And then tie the upstring to my Flemish eye and have Britt pull on the downstring. Get heavy on you.
Oh, I feel it.
Come on, Taylor.
There we go. My workout.
Your new Genoa halyard is in. We're going to tie it through the under the deck string.
We're gonna pull back on it over there.
Yep.
There.
You're going to be pulling it to you now.
Before I was doing triceps, now I'm doing
Boom.
biceps.
Nice. Biceps, huh?
Yeah.
Good.
Before I was doing like shoulders.
Yeah, tries. How's it feel?
Well, I haven't worked out in 2 months. So
I'm at the line.
oh, nice and thick.
Grab the end of it. Just like a bowline.
Ah, that's the part that gets me. It's beautiful.
You got like 2 of them.
He's
The
a good
safety
guy.
too.
I know. I
Just
can barely do one.
tying a bowline in the middle of the line.
I tied your bowline for you.
You did?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
I thought maybe if you were gonna be here, you'd do it, but it's nice. This is what broke right here. The old splice is right here, and that's what broke when it was up there.
Very pretty.
Feels so skinny in there. The splice feels so skinny in there.
All right, so what we have here is a double braid high-tech double braid splice. The core to core splice in this specific case ends right here. You can see the difference in the line size. So that means the inner dyneema is spliced into itself to right there. The outer cover is not spliced into itself, it is just whipped on. The reason you feel air in here, or a very soft splice, is do you see all the extra cover that was not milked back into the splice? And how I can make it fat on one side and skinny on the other side? So it's just like me cutting the core out of it for the Flemish splice, and it's just a little bit of extra.
Okay.
So this is 100% core splice to right here is where the taper is, but it's just not the way I would recommend to do a splice with all the
Extra, right.
Yep.
So, and is there a drawback to this? Can this cause anything to happen, wear or anything quicker, or does it have less strength in it or anything?
You know, because this is I don't know if this is a Dyneema blend cover. So if it does have Dyneema in this cover and not polyester, it could be considered structural, and the splice should have been tucked into itself.
Right.
And spliced down, you know, half the distance of the core at least.
Right.
So
what would you recommend with this?
recommendation to have someone splice it correctly. And that
Right.
would be to have it re-spliced. You're going to have to end it right here basically and re-splice it. Jeremiah wants me to go up the mast next and just look at the masthead, look at everything up top for you. Just a quick inspection. Now that the halyards are all fresh and we're a little bit safer.
He's gonna go up the main, because the main goes all the way to the top. And he's just gonna do an inspection on everything.
As of right now, the report that I've received from the Lazy Geckos is a halyard broke. So many times when you use purchased halyards to go aloft, I naturally assume not to trust the purchased end of the halyard that nobody can inspect. So that is why I tied the bowline on a bite earlier, where I only use the running part of the actual halyard versus the trusting end that is up there.
Get that? In our opinion, that's a great idea. A lot of people, including us in the past, go up the mast simply by clipping into the shackle. Tying a midline bowline on the running side of the line takes a lot of the risk out.
You can hold that right there. Looking at the light mounts, nav lights, deck lights, hailer horn, firmly riveted, firmly bolted in place. Radar tight on the forward strut. Spreader connections looking really good condition. Slipping out to the spreader tips. Wire up inside looks good in condition wise. Sail rollers functional. Fastened in place. Flag halyard blocks. Little corrosion sighted. Flag halyard block. Looking up into the spreader tip once again. Roller in place. Going up 2 feet. Connections at the upper diamonds. Both pinned in place, pinned in place. That's good. Looking at the actual turnbuckles and swage fittings themselves. Slight bit of corrosion going on. Real quick inspection at the corrosion. Typical green polishing pad, cleaning pad. Get the corrosion off. Just looking once again at the swages themselves. No failure sighted. Corrosion once again. Looking at the swage itself. Looking at the mast splice. Looking at the rivets holding the splice together. No rivets are sighted loose or popping out. Nothing loose or popping out. Looking at the forward jumper fitting, turnbuckle, pinned. Little corrosion sighted up top once again. Up 1 foot, that's good. Looking for corrosion at corrosion. Quick polish job. No cracks or failures sighted on the rig. Front rows of rivets at the mast splice. Down onto the forward jumper. Down onto the port side spreader. Coming around the starboard side. Looking down onto the starboard spreader tip. Going up to the crosses. Looking at the lazy jack splices, lazy jack blocks. Checking the track as we go up for alignment. Looking at the crosses, both covered and taped. Looking in good condition. Covered and taped. Looking at the lazy jack attachment point to the spreader. Looking at the fittings for the diamond ones. Sighted corrosion. Lazy jack splice. Coming out to the spreader tip, looking at the wire at the spreader tip, sail roller once again. Swinging in, able to look at the spreader tip itself. Spreader tips are cross pinned with cotter pins. Let's get some of the rust off. Know what we're looking at now. No failures or cracks sighted. Port side diamond. Inner spreader. All looking to be in good condition. Swinging out to the port side spreader tip. Looking up into the spreader tip. Seems to be in good condition. Sail rollers. Up 3 feet. Let's hold that. Looking at the blipper radar reflector, firmly mounted. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Looking at the forward strut, cotter pin, cross pin. Looking at the forward strut once again at the tip. Swinging around the backstay over to the struts, the forward struts, looking down onto the wire going through the strut tip. 1 2 3 4, firmly mounted once again. All looks to be in good condition. Now that we're on front of the mast, we're having a look at the foil midway, looking at the foil joints of the headstay from where we can see. We're going to go ahead and work our way up now to the attachment points of the diagonal twos and the diamond twos. Going up, sir. Let's hold that. Looking at the diamond twos, looking at the diagonal twos or backstays. Removing excess corrosion. Looking at the fittings themselves, the mast fittings themselves, looking for that cotter pin in place. Once again, for the backstay or diagonal twos. Cotter pin in place. Port side. Diagonal 2 port side. Looking at the sheave box of the Genoa halyard we replaced. Looking at the top of the furling unit. I'm gonna come down real quick, look at the forward top jumper. Cotter pin in place, fitting in place, holding well. Looking at the joints. Looking at the screecher. I believe this is a screecher cut. Top fitting coming out of the sheave box. You can see where I seasoning wired the top. Headstay wire, always hidden by the furler wire. We can never really inspect on the inside. Looking at the swage fitting, looking for cotter pins, placement. Everything seems to be intact and looking to be in good condition. All right, going up, sir. Now getting towards the masthead. Spinnaker block standoff. Block. Looking at the chafe points. Looking at the, I can't tell exactly what kind of echo antenna that is. Topping lift. He was asking me, Jeremiah was asking me about the topping lift. Up here, it does seem to start looking to be sunbeats. Sharp fingernail. On the exterior of the rope does show a little bit of sun damage. So it probably is time to start replacing other lines on board. Going up, Cap. Antenna firmly mounted in place, both sides. That's good. Now we are at the masthead, the AWI unit, plastic, aluminum, plastic, reported working. That little thumb screw could have been a little bit loose. VHF antenna firmly mounted, riveted, covered in tape. Some wire ties, plastic once again, UV's getting to it. Next visit, I would like to fasten that wire back up in place so the strain is not put onto the VHF antenna. Looking at the back of the splice for the main halyard. These are what I never trust because they cannot be inspected. Looking at this being a newer halyard, I'm told, you can see some of the wear. You can see how a little bit on the sides where the actual wire is wearing against the aluminum itself of the masthead. Pinned. Masthead light. Looks like a tricolor. Can't see, the sun is in my eyes. Yes, tricolor with white to the stern. I see water intrusion. It looks like there is water inside of this light. Somehow water has broke the seal, got into the light, so that could be a concern before these folks start cruising again. Maybe to have that replaced. More water sightings inside the fixture. Electricity and water don't mix very well. Looking at the sheaves themselves of the masthead, looking up front onto this side, a little bit of tape coming off. We're putting stress, undue stress I should say, onto the plug of the actual electronics. So I would like to bring up once again some wire ties next trip, so the load is not put here or here but is on the straight shot of the wire into the conduit. Looking at the track once again, missing the 16-inch or bigger Windex here. Maybe there was never one there, they don't use it. Nice to have. Looking down on the boat, on the bow. Looking onto the stern. Wave, Jeremiah. Say hi. All right, we're ready to come down, Captain. While descending, I'm gonna put on my ascender. All right, coming down, folks. On deck.
Coming soon on the Lazy Geckos.
I'm gonna go for it.
You got there.
Do you feel like you can administer emergency oxygen now, honey?
Having a CPAP on the boat.
Jeremiah just left to go be a part of the RV survey. First night aboard the RV.
All day.
You know it's gonna be rough when you put on your West Marine floaty.
Next to the blue hole in the Bahamas.
Somebody said they were gonna go nap.
You're always giving me crap.
You guys ready?
So slow.
Well, I worry about a lot of things. Turns that electrical signal into a mechanical.
We're going down. Test as early as 6 days before the day of your missed period.
How long are you supposed to wait?
I already see it. Oh
Want more? Check us out at lazygeckos.net. Remember, patrons can get complimentary access. You can also visit our Vimeo channel. The link is below. Don't forget to click subscribe to get all of the fun. See you next week.